Stay frosty and head over to EasyMut.com for the cheapest MUT coins on the market. And when I say cheapest, I mean it. We're talking 1 million coins for around 40 bucks. Use code DIRECTOR for 5% off. Yo, what up, brothers? It's the Director. Chargers fans, how you doing? I get a lot of comments lately from you guys asking, like, Director, are we really not going to talk about the whole Aaron Rodgers thing? And for a while, I was like, nah, man, you know, we hear this story every year. Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to be part of the Green Bay Packers. There's some sort of internal conflict going on in there. We hear it every year. But then something caught my eye. It seems that he has a preference, or there's some sort of connection to Aaron Rodgers joining another team in the AFC West. That's kind of where I started to go, uh-oh. Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to play for the Packers, of course. Okay, uh-oh. Is going to be a fit for the Raiders. Uh-oh. The Broncos will pursue Aaron Rodgers if he comes available. Okay. All right. We should probably talk about this. What should the Chargers be doing to counter a move like this, which honestly would be monumental? How likely is this move to be happening? And honestly, what are the repercussions for the Chargers if Aaron Rodgers does join a team, let's say, like the Broncos? Of course, it's going to get really tough out there, man, but there are moves that the Chargers could be making in order to better prepare themselves for something like this. So here we go, guys. Aaron Rodgers to the Denver Broncos. Could it happen? Might it happen? And if it does happen, what can the Chargers do to counter it? Before we do get started, guys, as a reminder, giving away a couple of jerseys, guys. Number 56, signed by the man, Lights Out Sean Merriman. This one's going to my members. All you guys got to do to enter for this one is be a member of my crew. We're going to be drawing the name for this on the 29th. And if you're not a member of my channel, don't worry. We still got something for you. A signed Kellen Winslow jersey. I always like to give away jerseys in pairs to make sure that the people that support me have a good chance of getting one, but you guys as well that are subscribed and supporting the channel in that way have a shot at a jersey as well. So all you got to do to enter for this one, be subscribed to the channel. Only subs can win. And then hit up a link in the description. Very easy to enter. You'll be receiving an email from me on the 29th if you are selected the winner. Good luck. Hope these go to a good home. And with that, guys, let's get into this one. Let's take our headache. Oh my God, Aaron Rodgers to the Broncos. Please, God, no. Before we do get started, hit us up with a like and sub if you do enjoy this content. Small amount of time you guys take to hit the like, sub, and bell notification helps me out a lot. Let's get into this one. Lights, camera, action. Aaron Rodgers to the Denver Broncos. We're going to have a lot of Broncos fans in the comments today. Bull fam, stand strong. Hold your ground. Do not surrender. Aaron Rodgers to the Denver Broncos. Now, this is going to be the one I mostly connect to. There is some talks of him going to the Raiders as well. But as far as I've been able to dig up these past couple of days, paying attention to social media and stuff, it seems that the most likely scenario is that he goes to the Denver Broncos, okay? And I think it's been pretty evident that there's been a lot of talks within the organization on how they would acquire Aaron Rodgers if he's the move for the organization. Because we have to remember, Aaron Rodgers, a little bit up there in age, okay? He probably has 3 years tops in prime playing time. And in order to get a guy like that on your team, taking the risk of maybe him not meshing with your new organization, all that kind of stuff, there's a lot up in the air is what I'm trying to get to. So Aaron Rodgers, though, I think without a doubt, would make any team better. It's just kind of weighing the risk and reward. And in this instance, I think the Denver Broncos, with the kind of team that they've assembled, they've got a pretty solid defense, lots of weapons on offense. I think an Aaron Rodgers would propel them into territory that I'm a little bit worried about. I think a lot of Chargers fans would feel the same way. The only positive thing in a move like this would be that Patrick Mahomes would instantly become the third best quarterback in the AFC West. Now, the talks about Aaron Rodgers to Denver have been so aggressive, as a matter of fact, that there has been talk about tampering. The repercussions of that are yet to be seen, but if there is something that kind of like that comes to light, then it's going to be kind of sketchy for any team trying to get Aaron Rodgers. He likely stays in Green Bay. Now, for those of you who don't know, Aaron Rodgers really peeved with the Green Bay Packers for the last several years. It feels like, again, every single year they're talking about Aaron Rodgers wanting to leave the Green Bay Packers. And I feel like, as a casual fan of the NFL, not even casual, diehard fan of the NFL, but a casual spectator of the Green Bay Packers organization, I don't know how the ins and outs work. From what I've seen, The Packers are a bunch of goobers, man. Like, the kind of moves that they make in the offseason kind of don't make sense to me. Aaron Rodgers been screaming for some more help at wide receiver for very many years. They go and draft his replacement in Jordan Love last season. It's a whole bunch of disrespect being thrown to Aaron Rodgers, so I do understand why he wants to leave. And the possibility of him leaving is absolutely real. And again, the biggest possibilities as far as landing spots have definitely been Denver and the Raiders. So Aaron Rodgers, Denver is reportedly a real possibility. They go on to talk in this article about a lot of people in the building talking about maybe getting trade offers and stuff on the table, getting things ready in order to pounce on an opportunity to get a player of Aaron Rodgers' caliber on the team. And honestly, again, guys, it's going to come at a price. The fact that he makes a team, the kind of impact that he can make on a team so immediately, is going to dictate still a very, very high price. So I was able to find an offer or an article here talking about the offer, and this is kind of from the Broncos' perspective, what they think that they're going to have to pony up in order to get Aaron Rodgers. The Denver Broncos, at this point, they're saying they're going to likely have to send over 2 first-round picks, Teddy Bridgewater, couple players, maybe some more picks and stuff on top of that. Okay, Broncos, just let's all settle down here, okay? This is Aaron Rodgers we're talking about. I get it, he's old and stuff like that. But at the same time, we were seeing offers of huge proportions coming in from the Chicago Bears for Russell Wilson. There's been a lot of talk about moving these MVP caliber quarterbacks. I think Dak Prescott at one point too. I personally think that this might be a little bit of a low ball. Maybe they do get Teddy Bridgewater out there. I think it's going to take a bigger player than a guy like Draymond Jones and maybe another one of these players you were talking about. I think they had some more listed down here. Cushenberry, stuff like that. I think it's going to take one of their better players from a recent draft. That's just me saying. You know, as an outside guy, I think the Broncos are going to have to pay a lot. The reason we're talking about this is because, well, that's one good thing to come out of this for the Chargers. The Broncos are going to be going all in for the next few years if they do pursue Aaron Rodgers, and it's going to put them in a tough position, not only pick and capital-wise, but cap space-wise. And taking a look at that, Aaron Rodgers at this point, if he were to be traded, there is an out in 2022 for the Green Bay Packers, but they would be eating a lot of dead cap. If they release him in 2022, we're talking about $17 million in dead cap, but they would save $22 million. This team would instantly go into rebuild mode. Okay. And the reason I bring this up is because the Denver Broncos are going to have to pony up a lot more money to keep Aaron Rodgers on the team. As of right now, his average is $33.5 million. You can expect that number to be closer to Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott kind of number, 40, 45, maybe even $50 million kind of range annually in order to keep Aaron Rodgers on their team. And of course, the repercussions of that is they're not going to be in the market for a lot of free agents, extensions, stuff like that. So they're really going all in on the hopes that Aaron Rodgers, as an individual, as their quarterback, can take them to a Super Bowl very, very soon, which honestly, it's a possibility, but it does put them in a pretty financial bind and capital bind when it comes to the draft for very, very many years. Now, we've talked a lot about why and how Aaron Rodgers could join the Broncos. What could the Chargers do in order to counter a move like this? And when I say counter, it's not so much stopping the move from happening. We don't have the power to do that. If Rodgers wants out and he wants to be a Bronco, it's probably what's going to happen, okay? But what can we do to prepare ourselves? I think there's nothing wrong with having a plan, right? Like the likeliness of Aaron Rodgers going to the Broncos, I don't know, man. At first, I would have said maybe like a 5% chance, like before a lot of these articles and stuff started coming out. But honestly, the more I'm reading into it and the more I'm getting a little worried about it, I would say it's like a solid 35-40% chance that Aaron Rodgers doesn't stay in Green Bay. Maybe a little bit lesser chance that he does go to the Denver Broncos, but that's one of the prime spots that he's been identifying that he wants to go to at this point. So you really never know. How can the Chargers combat this? Well, the first thing, and this is something we've talked about before, Davante Adams. I saw something on Twitter the other day. I decided to look into it, find an article kind of going about it. And it seems that Davante Adams would have to do some extra thinking on the future, on his future if Aaron Rodgers leaves. Now, he goes down here and he says, well, I don't know if that means I'm leaving. I don't know what really what's going to happen, but I would have to think about my situation with the Packers if Aaron Rodgers is not here. Now, worst case scenario, he follows Aaron Rodgers to the Green Bay Pack or to the Denver Broncos, and we're having a lot of troubles out here in the AFC West. But there have been a lot of reports lately, and I think for the past year or so, that Davante Adams has one guy in the NFL that he really, really wants to play with. And that guy we're going to show you right here is Keenan Allen. One thing that the Chargers can do in preparation for Aaron Rodgers leaving, maybe even just taking advantage of the situation, is go after Davante Adams. He just stated that he would have to think about a situation in Green Bay if Aaron Rodgers wasn't there. He has stated several times that he wants to play with Keenan Allen. He's on a contract year this season, so if he were to stay, there's no guarantees that he would be with Aaron Rodgers next year at all. So if the Chargers find a way to grab and incentivize Davante Adams to come join the Chargers, all of a sudden the Chargers probably have the nastiest wide receiver duo in football, and it would really put a lot of pressure on the Broncos defensively. And that's one really good way to counter Aaron Rodgers, is attacking the part of the ball that he's not on, the defense. And I think that Davante Adams, Keenan Allen, the kind of work that they could do with Justin Herbert would be absolutely disgusting. That's step number one, at least for me. Go after Davante Adams. If he's available, if he's not playing with Aaron Rodgers, he wants out of Green Bay as well, bring him over to the Los Angeles Chargers, give him some playing time with the guy he's been wanting to play with for a long time in Keenan Allen, and attack that Denver Broncos defense ruthlessly. Step on their throats. Make sure that this Keenan Allen and the Davante Adams duo doesn't give Aaron Rodgers a lot of opportunity to catch them point-wise, okay? Next up, we'll talk a little bit about the defense. Now, I'm putting Richard Sherman up on here. I don't know if Richard Sherman, Trey Boston, I would feel like is a really good option there as well. My point is, maybe we bolster the secondary a little bit. The Chargers did go and pick up Asante Samuel Jr., who is a rookie. He should be a phenomenal rookie as far as his future with the Chargers, but still a rookie. Maybe we want to bring in some veteran presence that can help, identify the tendencies of an Aaron Rodgers, players that understand football at a high level, like Richard Sherman, who, if we signed, I honestly probably wouldn't want him playing corner for the Chargers, but maybe free safety, a position on the field that he can really scope everything out and contribute against a player like Aaron Rodgers. Trey Boston's also not a bad option. I'm not sure if he signed with anybody yet, but maybe adding some veteran presence in that defensive backcourt, not a bad idea if Rodgers is seriously heading to town. Okay, and then lastly, the Chargers might want to think about bolstering their pass rush a little bit too. Joey Bosa, one of the best defensive ends in football. I'm sorry, edge player. Staley's going to come after me. One of the best edge players in football is on the team right now, and I do think that he can add a lot of pressure to a guy like Aaron Rodgers, which he has so in the past. However, there is that question about who's playing opposite him, right? Uchenna Nwosu, I do expect to have a breakout season, but there is the possibility maybe, I wouldn't say it's super likely that a guy like Melvin Ingram re-signs with the Chargers just to make sure we have that depth. Something could happen, God forbid, to Joey Bosa, right? There's been injury stuff in the past. We don't know. If Joey Bosa goes down, we're kind of putting our faith in Uchenna Nwosu, Jerry Tillery, maybe even a guy like Rumpf that we just signed in the 4th round of the NFL draft. Them versus a Bosa, I don't know how much efficiency they're going to have or effectiveness they're going to have against a guy like Aaron Rodgers, so maybe bringing in some additional help like a Melvin Ingram wouldn't be a bad idea in this situation, okay? So that's kind of what I got as far as the Chargers preparing for a guy like Aaron Rodgers. I think veteran leadership is going to be very important, especially with these young rookies. Make sure they identify and understand how to attack a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, and then try and bolster that pass rush and secondary a little bit. I think defensively it's going to be hard to stop him no matter what. We've seen Aaron Rodgers go up against some of the best Bears defenses in years in the past few seasons. The Chargers would really have to load up on defense to kind of slow him down in that way. But I do think the Chargers, one of the best things, one of the funnest things I think that I have in mind as far as attacking Aaron Rodgers is through our own offense with Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, and then adding a guy like Davante Adams. You outscore the man. You keep pace with Aaron Rodgers. I think we have a shot, and you can say the same thing against a guy like Patrick Mahomes. Oh my God, guys, this division would be absolutely insane if Aaron Rodgers joins the Denver Broncos. So what do you guys think in the comments section below? What are your thoughts? Aaron Rodgers joins the Denver Broncos. What are we thinking? What are we feeling? Are you going to be nervous if the Chargers don't make any immediate moves? The likeliness of them signing a Sherman Ingram, honestly, probably pretty low, but I would feel like the Chargers would need a long-term plan right there. If Rodgers does come to the Denver Broncos, we're going to need to figure out something as far as pass rush, secondary, maybe even a little bit more in offense to slow him down. Because the whole point of this whole game is to make it to the playoffs, make it to the Super Bowl. And that's going to be that much more difficult with an Aaron Rodgers in the AFC West. Well, guys, I hope you did enjoy this content. Hit us up with a like and sub on your way out if you did. We'll be seeing you next time. As always, bolt up and stay frosty.